experiencing a mental health crisis on May 14, 2018, shot and killed by a Richmond police officer. I'm going to start off by reading a statement by our attorney Benjamin Crump. This statement, again, is from the National Civil Rights Attorney Benjamin Crump regarding the Richmond I-95 police shooting case. Attorney Benjamin Crump released the following statement today in regards to Richmond Commonwealth Attorney Michael Heron's conclusion that Richmond police officer Michael Nyantaki killing of Marcus David Peters was justifiably a homicide. Attorney Crump says, "I am dismayed at the news that the Richmond police officer will not be charged for his actions for killing Marcus David Peters, a young, unarmed black man experiencing a mental health crisis on I-95. Richmond Commonwealth Attorney Michael Heron did not even give Mr. Peters' family the decency or respect to bring this case before a grand jury. Law enforcement violence against black men and those living with mental illness is a cancer on our nation that must be eradicated. It cannot be tolerated, and that is why we are organizing to demand justice for Marcus David Peters and transparency and accountability from Richmond Police and the Commonwealth Attorney." As his sister, someone who has been very, very vocal about this case, I want to express that I am completely disgusted and disappointed in Michael Heron. However, I'm not surprised, and I was not surprised by his final decision not to charge the officer, because this is a systemic problem. Across our nation, black and brown people are continuously being killed at an alarming rate. However, our elected officials continuously find a way to justify these unjustifiably killings. I say to Michael Heron, I say to the city of Richmond, suit up. And I don't just mean legally, but I am here and I'm not going anywhere anytime soon until I come and get what I came here for initially, which is justice and reformation for my brother Marcus David Peters. Michael Heron, I advise you to do your research, because there was recently a Commonwealth attorney who was unseated, and you're next.
That's right.
You made the decision not to do what's right, and you yourself passed judgment on Marcus. During our meeting recently, not only did you say things that were untrue, but you did exactly what Michael Nyantaki did. You did exactly what Chief Durham did. You did exactly what Mayor Stoney did, and you continually tried to justify my brother being killed. Being black and brown in America, let's tell the truth, that's where the crime is. Every day that I wake up and my children wake up, and our community wake up, if you are black or brown, or you are in any minority group, your life is at terrible risk. Again, Marcus was unarmed. I will definitely say that the behaviors that were observed were not normal. They were definitely not typical behaviors. But being naked is a clear sign to anybody with any degree of common sense that he was not in his right frame of mind. At what point do we put our feet down and we say enough is enough? Whether you're selling water and you don't have a permit, whether you go to get in a swimming pool that somebody thinks that you don't belong in, whether you're driving a luxury car and somebody thinks that you look suspicious, there is always a reason why black and brown people are being killed here in the U.S. And I will dedicate the rest of my life fighting for it. And it starts right here. It starts with Mayor Stoney. It starts with Chief Durham. It starts with Nyantaki. And it starts and it will end, for this particular case, with Michael Heron. Again, Marcus needed help, not death.
Princess, can you talk to us about drugs? I know that you told us before none was detected. Now it's come out Ritalin. Now it's come out with marijuana. And now it's also come out that someone in the family helped dispose of a pill bottle, so they were well aware this was going on. Can you tell us who that was?
Absolutely. Thank you for your question. What I will say is, and I started off, if you listen, I said Michael Heron has not been honest. He has not been transparent. And I'm going to go right back to what I said initially. I have, and I'm more than willing to show anyone, okay, the official toxicology report that we received from the city of Richmond. And it clearly states, under positive findings, none detected. Now, I'm very literate and I can read, but none detected means there wasn't anything. And they showed everything that they tested for. It was very interesting that Michael Heron told our attorneys and I that he just recently received another toxicology report. I don't have that, and I haven't seen that. But when my father and our family look at reports that have been provided to us from the city that we had to pay for, and it clearly says none detected, it's none detected. The other thing that I want to say is I will not allow, anyone, and I said this way early on, well before the results of the toxicology report were released, what is going on and what Michael Heron is attempting to do is to try and find every other reason to justify this killing. I wasn't with Marcus, I know the type of brother I have, and I can also read the toxicology report, But let's just say there was some drugs that are not on this toxicology report that they provided us with, which I don't understand. Why would you provide the family with a toxicology report if it was not conclusive, But let's just say there was something. He was unarmed, he was undressed. We're going to stop finding every excuse in the book to try to justify his killing.
Yeah.
Now, what they also did was they try to poke and pry, and they want to talk to everybody that knows Marcus. No one has yet to pull up a criminal record because, again, they try to dehumanize him and demonize him. Let's try to find things to justify why Marcus should have been killed. There is no justification of why Marcus David Peters should have been killed. He should be here right now, and he should have his day in court. Again, those documents I have. Anything that may have preceded before that trigger was pulled, because that's what caused Marcus to be dead. Not anything before that. It was the act of a Richmond police officer that is the reason why my brother is not here right now. It is the confirmation and the city of Richmond continuously condoning these behaviors is why police officers across the nation continue to do it. See, it's a blue shield up, and I'm so tired of hearing about that qualified immunity. I can say right now, I'm intimidated by you because you're a big white guy. Does that mean that I have the right to kill you? But if I pull out a gun right now and I kill you and say that your eyes intimidated me and I felt threatened, you best believe that I will be locked up immediately. So what makes an armed officer who is here to serve and protect any different?
Going off of what John was asked, it says in the report that a family member admitted to the police that they retrieved the pill bottle, disposed of it. Who was it? Is that true?
What I will say is that I don't know of any pill bottle that was prescribed to Marcus that anybody had in their possession.
Going off of her question, it also says that the family was aware of some kind of use of pills before. Where do you think all of this is coming from? Is there any clue? Are you saying that maybe they came up with this to divert? Where do you?
Right, and thank you for your question. And what I will say is there's a lot of talk. There was, and there will continue to be a lot of talk. But I have zero confirmation. I have yet to see any prescription pill bottle, any medical documents that say that Marcus has been prescribed or is using or was using any medical, any prescribed medicine. But again, I'm going to still go back to no matter what it is, you can be running away from the police, they can think that you were cracked down on drugs. The reality of it is that, again, being black and brown in America is a crime. Marcus was a very educated black man, He does not have a criminal record. But what we're not going to do is take a time where he's at his very lowest and use that to define and cover up everything great that he has done here. It is not okay. I am a mother. I am an advocate for so many people. And you know what? I sat there and I thought about this many times, I can be out at a club, at a bar, and somebody can slip me something. But if everybody that knows me knows the type of person I am and my behavior now that's out of character, are we going to let that define who I am and who I was and the great things that I have done? At the end of the day, he did not have any gun on him. The officer got out of his police officer with the gun that he intended to use and he used to execute my brother, aimed at him, and acknowledged that he was dealing with somebody that was in mental distress. Yet, he still decided to kill him. That taser, maybe if he didn't have two weapons in his hands at one time, he could have been able to properly use that taser and been able to stop Marcus and detain him. But he didn't. Only one of the two electrodes penetrated Marcus's body. So it's a failure on Richmond City that they will pay for. Michael Heron, and it's not a threat because I don't make those, I only make promises. It is Michael Heron will dance to the music that he just put out there. It is not okay. And I will make sure, I don't care that he has gone unopposed for a long time. See, that's past. This is now. And his decision was a wrong decision. Across the nation, Tamir Rice, Michael Brown, Antoine Rose, Marcus David Peters, they are constantly killing us at an alarming rate. And anyone that does not take a stand, you are just as guilty. Michael Heron is just as guilty as the officer that pulled the trigger.
Were you
Justice and Reformation.
Justice and